What up, guys and fellow lovers of the cube world? I'm Giorgio and welcome back to another episode of the Let's Play Minecraft Survival series. Now, before we start the episode, I want to give a lot of thank yous to all of you that have subscribed to the channel. We are almost at 10 subscribers, which is great. I appreciate you all, guys. And, well, we are standing right in front of our house that we did last episode, which is that one. And I've done some decoration. I've installed the floor. I put in some barrels and some chests. Kind of decorating. I also put this bed. This is the smallest bed design that I could come up with. I just have one bed. Well, actually I have two, but one is yellow, so it wouldn't fit. Plus the room is centered to one block. So yeah, this is it. Once we get our hands on some more wool, we'll probably expand this to a 3-wide bed. So yeah, this is what I've done with the place. It still has a lot of free space left, but I'm not sure what to put in here, so I'll think about it and we'll put it eventually. So also I tidied up the sides of it. I put some leaves, some bushes decoration. I tidied up this mountain because it was pretty straight down, so I did it a little bit of to look like a cliff. Also on this side we put some outgrown leaves. They don't look as great as the ones there because this is beach biome, so they look a little bit blah. But it's okay. I can live with it. I also tidied up this side. And I placed the windows, guys. I used the few sand that we had and the few flowers, red and yellow flowers, to make orange dye, and we did some glass. So there it is. I also put the windows on this previous house that we made, and I put these 4 indicator lights which tell us at what maximum level the enchanting table configuration is. So right now it's at 30 levels maximum. If we click this button, it changes to 22 maximum. If we do this, it changes to 8, which is the minimum maximum level that it can have. And if we click that, it changes to 14. You see also I've used 4 pickaxes already. They are all efficiency 2. Because I found that if we lock it at a max level of 14, it always gives the efficiency 2 enchantments for very low XP. I had one time an efficiency 2 enchantment with 8 levels, which is great, but I tried to lock it on 8 levels to see if I could get it for the least price always. But it doesn't seem to appear when you have it at the lowest setting. So I found that leaving it at 14 maximum, it always gives the efficiency 2, which is great. I'm also using efficiency 2 right now. Our efficiency 4 pickaxes are still alive, by the way. Here they are. I haven't moved all this stuff into the building. I have to do that, but we'll do that later. Because what I have planned for us to do today, guys, is a bone meal farm. A proper bone meal farm, because right now the cocoa beans are great to do bone meal, but they're not automatic and I have to chop them down every time I need bone meal. So I want something more stable, something more automated. And well, I checked at the table on the Minecraft wiki, and it seems like there's only 2 items that have a 100% chance of increasing the level of the composter, and those are pumpkin pie and cake. And well, I mean, they're easy to get if we had villagers, but I don't want to really do villager stuff just yet. I mean, we can do a lot of stuff with villagers, and I consider them to be a very powerful resource, but I want to take it slow. That's why we are not in the end game right yet, because right now in the 1.16 it's very easy to get to the end game. Anyway, we're not gonna use villagers. Next category of the chart is the 85% chance of raising the level of the composter, but I saw that for those items, to do automated farms is quite a frazzle, so we're not gonna use them either. The next one is 65%, and we have some good items there. We can make automatic farms of them, but still not as easy. The only item in that level that I thought could be easy to do are pumpkins and melons. So I looked at the 50% and we have cactus, which would be a very easy farm to do. We have kelp, well, dried kelp, also a very easy farm to do. And melon slices, again, easy. Sugarcane, vines, all those. But like that's 50% and that's going too low. So I've decided we're gonna do the melon and pumpkin farm. Well, actually just pumpkin, because I don't have a lot of melon seeds. We're gonna make a pumpkin farm to get bone meal. I already have most of the resources that we're gonna need. Hopefully those are enough rails. And well, let's get into it, guys. I just realized, guys, like I've never needed a bone meal farm really, because I've always found the skeleton spawners, like within a week of starting a new world. It is like the first time that I haven't found not even the skeleton spawner, but known spawners at all. It's been a bad season and that. Hopefully we can find a spawner of anything to get XP, because that's also something we're lacking. Anyways, I've almost cleared out all the area that we're gonna need. It's just this little chunk sand left. And the way we're gonna do the pumpkin farm is like actually a pretty famous one, where you place the pistons facing down, like so, and an observer right next to it to detect the growth of a pumpkin stem, and then the piston is gonna push the pumpkin down to break it, and a minecart is gonna collect the drops and well bring all the drops to a centralized collection area. It's gonna be quite easy. We're gonna do, you know how a water source can reach 4 blocks in every direction. I mean, so it's a 9x9 area. We're gonna do 2 of those, so it's gonna be a 9x18 area of pumpkin farm. So I hope it's efficient enough. Let's go sleep real quick. First step is already done. It's the rails. If you were wondering, I place the power rails every 8 block. So, well, you don't have to do it like that. I just like to do it like that because it has a bit of speed and it doesn't lose any momentum. So yeah, let's get on to the next step. Next step is done. Oh well, this step is done. And it is to put all the dirt in, put the water in, and place all the pumpkin stems. And well, next step would be wait for them to grow. But while we do that, we're also gonna place the observers and the pistons. Now the observers go 1 block on top of the stems, just like, let me see if I can place this, just like that. You see the arrow has to be pointing up, and the little redstone dot has to be also pointing up. We're gonna place 1 on each stem, and the pistons go the other way around. So Instead of pointing up, they're gonna point down, and we're gonna place them just like so. So when this observer detects a grow on this stem, it's gonna fire this piston, so it'll pop out the pumpkin. Actually, it's gonna fire. Well, this one is gonna fire 3 pistons. The rest of them that are not next to the edge are gonna fire 4 pistons. That's because the pumpkins have a chance of growing on that block, on this block, and on that block. The pumpkins that come out from this stem. From this stem is that, and that one. And this way they have the 4 spaces available to grow pumpkins on. We are placing the last redstone pieces right here, and the farm is almost done. This is all the redstone we need for the farm. So as you can see, we have blocks on top of the pistons, and we have a redstone dust on top of each observer. So when this observer sends a signal, the redstone is going to power the block on top of the piston, which the piston is touching, so it's going to activate the piston. I know, pretty complex to say, but in reality it's very easy. Also, you can see I left these 2 holes without a piston and without an observer, because this is where the water is, so we don't have to detect or pop any pumpkin from there. Next step is to actually make the composting mechanism that I can do on camera. So first, the collection system, which is just, oh sorry, some lag there. It's just a minecart, a hopper minecart that we place onto the tracks, and whenever it has stuff in it, this little system, which consists of a comparator reading this hopper and sending a signal to this redstone torch and to this repeater, and this repeater is sending the signal to this how do you call this power rail. So whenever the minecart has stuff in it, like let's throw our shovel, oh, it didn't pick it up like that, it's gonna stop and it's gonna unload it into the hopper. When the hopper has unloaded its items, the minecart is gonna run again. Now this hopper is gonna pop, oh well, it's gonna throw all its items inside this other hopper that it's gonna be pointing into a composter that I forgot to bring. And then composter, we're gonna take all the bone meal that it produces with another hopper below it, and this is gonna go into a double chest that I also forgot to bring. So I've brought the composter and I've brought 2 chests to place them in. We're hearing already some piston action, but I think we haven't produced anything. Yeah, because the stems are growing and that's what the observers are detecting. But that once they've all grown up, then we're gonna start seeing some pumpkins pop out, and the minecart is gonna collect the drops and turn them into compost and well, into bone meal. So I hope it's effective and productive enough, because yeah, I'm tired of harvesting cocoa beans every time I need bone meal. Next step of the farm is to encase it. I'm gonna use glass because I like to see inside the farm whenever I need to. To see if everything is running okay. So yeah, the reason for encasing it is the pumpkins, where they are broken by the pistons, they can jump outside the farm, so the glass is gonna stop them from doing that. Also, we got quite a few stacks of sand from mining this all out, So we can afford some glass. By the way, I also went exploring just a little bit, and well, I went west, which is that way. It was pretty easy because it's mostly sea. So I just grabbed the boat and went straight to the west. And I found a desert. I also found a savanna. Actually, a few savannas because it's full of islands. Like, there's an island for everything. There's one even that I found with like it's almost completely covered on flower forest, so we can use it to make a flower farm to get dyes in the future. I also found some savannas, some like planed savannas, but there's two of them that are those kind of biomes that look like extended generations or amplified generations. I think they're called. With those huge mountains that get up to the 120 or 200 or whatever height, very high mountains, and they look cool. Anyway, exploring aside, the farm is complete. We can already see some stems have already grown to its full size. So hopefully we get some bone meal. We start getting some bone meal soon enough. And well, we see already the composter has like 4 levels in. It's almost halfway, I think. The only thing missing for this farm is actually the construction, the building around it. I don't have any ideas of what to do just yet, but I'll think about it. I also accept your suggestions if you have any down in the comments. And well, hopefully we'll start that on the next episode. But this will have to be all for today, guys. We're out of time. I hope you liked the episode. I had so much fun recording it. Like those, did you like those alternating segments between time lapse and explanation? I really had fun recording it. I hope you had fun watching it. Thank you for watching it, by the way. And well, if you really like it, please hit the thumbs up down below. And if you would like to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button as well with the bell on to turn the notifications on. And well, I'll see you in the next episode, guys. Goodbye. Thank you.